and it's day 2, yes. And today it's all about sleep. And sleep is known as your superpower, believe it or not. We take it all for granted because we do it every night. But don't. It is your superpower. There's a great TED talk on here on YouTube. I'll link it down below, and you will be shocked at just what happens when you go to sleep. Yeah, fantastic benefits, and it's really important for children. They say that 3 in every 4 children that have ADHD have sleep problems. So it's definitely something that needs to be focused on. So it's day 2 and it's sleep. So I'm going to give the key word for today, serenity. Yes, because that's exactly what we want to create in the bedroom, a serene space. Now, quite often, you know, I've walked into bedrooms of children over the years. I've been asked to go to different children's bedrooms, and I just see action, primary colours. No. That's not what we want in this space. We want a feeling of serenity. And the bed cover, okay, let's start there today. Have a look at their bed cover, and what is it saying to you? You know, is it jumping unicorns? Is it, you know, bold cartoon characters? What's there? Can you change their bed cover today? That's simple, yeah? Change the bed cover. Okay. Now, another thing, actually, before you get to the bed, I have forgotten the door. Yes, their door. The door to the area where they sleep. Does it creak? Is it noisy? Because with highly sensitive children, if you're checking in on them at night and you just open that door and it's going, it could wake them up. So check if the door is noisy and oil it. Okay, let's get back to the bed. Now, what about what's under the bed? I don't know how much clutter you cleared yesterday. I mean, you could have loads of clutter, and it could take you quite a while to get to simplify their bedroom. But never mind, have a look what's under the bed today. Is it cluttered? Now, I'm a big fan of Feng Shui. You may have noticed a few little things around. And I've monitored this for years. It's actually a 5,000-year-old practice, mostly in China. And, you know, it stood the test of time, let's say that. And there's no doubt about it, if you walk into a space that has been feng shuied, it feels better. It feels balanced. It feels clear. It feels like a space where you feel elevated. So I will be, you know, applying some of that in this program. So take a look under the bed. Now, underneath the bed is really important in Feng Shui because they say the qi, the life force, needs to circulate whilst you are sleeping. Yeah? And there's no doubt about it, if underneath the bed is stuffed with cuddly toys or crammed with clothes or, you know, God knows what under there, it doesn't feel so great. So clear out anything under their bed. That's going to help. Next thing, I'd like you to take a look at the window. Yes. And how much light is coming in. Yeah? Now look at all the light coming in here. Now, I've actually been in children's bedrooms where they haven't had a covering on the window at all. Well, that's no good for highly sensitive children because, you know, if anything distracts them whilst they're trying to go off to sleep, that's it, they're awake, they're disturbed. So get a blackout blind. That's what I suggest. Now, if you can't afford a blackout blind, look for heavily lined curtains. Yeah? I'll put some links down below, of different blackout blinds I found. You can actually even buy portable blackout blinds now. So you just apply them with suckers. So you don't have to actually have your whole window dressing as a blackout blind if you don't want to. You could just apply it at night. You could even take them on holiday, that type of thing. So yes, so the window, make sure the window is blacked out. We want to make sure that this space is serene, that it's calm, and that you have tried everything you can to make it a space for great sleep. Yeah. Now, apply these things to your own bedroom as well. Because quite often parents are exhausted when they have children that are challenging, testing. Yes, I know. So yes, so the door, yeah, check it's not noisy, it doesn't creak. The bed, check the cover, it's not busy. Check underneath, it's not full of stuff. And check the window. All right. Now, another thing that has come about quite recently, really, is the weighted blanket. Now, you don't have to go out and buy a weighted blanket. I mean, for me, I find having an extra blanket on my bed really, really helps me to sleep. And it has been proven that weighted blankets or extra blankets helps with anxiety. Yeah, helps with problems sleeping. So that's something you can look into as well. But as I say, you don't have to spend money on this. You can just add another blanket. But with the weighted blanket, you do have to be careful, because if your child has respiratory problems, asthma, that type of thing, it's not always suitable. Yeah. So read all about them first. Yes. And if you think it's suitable, there you are. That's something else you can do. Now, there was also a study done in Switzerland quite a while ago, and they found out that by keeping the feet warm when you go to sleep, well, it helps sleep, actually helps you to go to sleep if you keep your feet warm. So Granny wasn't so mad after all, wearing bed socks or having a hot water bottle, depending on the age of the child, it can really help you get to sleep. Yeah, so keeping the feet warm too helps me, definitely. Okay, now something I'd like to go to now is the bedside table next to the bed. Because whatever is at head level, when you're lying down there, the first thing you see in the morning here, yeah, it's really important. Now, I remember a lady's house I went to do a spot of Feng Shui. She was having lots of headaches and she couldn't quite understand why. And I went up to her bed area, and right next to her head on the bedside table were lots of homework files. She was a teacher. They were all down on the floor, right next to her head. And I thought, well, is it any wonder that you're having headaches? Move all of that. So this is something you need to do. Keep your bedside table clear. And that's for parents as well. Yeah, you want to wake up, open your eyes, and it's nice and bright, and it's the start of a new day. Yeah. Okay, let me just check my list. Have I got everything on here? Okay, yeah. Right, that's it. Yeah. Okay, right, another few things. Gadgets and computers and gaming and all of that. Right, it's really important that the child has chance to wind down. So you need to start putting in some rules. I know that's difficult when you have challenging children, but you have to start somewhere. And as always, persistence is the key. That's the key. You have to keep going with these things. So try 1 hour before bedtime. That's it. Everything off. You're not gaming, you're not on the computers. It's off, right? And also when they go to sleep, make sure they haven't got electricals on around them in the bedroom. Everything turned off. Yeah? Ideally, you shouldn't have a screen in the bedroom. You shouldn't have a television screen. You shouldn't have a computer screen. And if there is a television in the bedroom, it should be covered up. Because again, it can be like a mirror. You can have reflections in there that can be disturbing. And you know what children are like? They have great imaginations. They might see a shadow in there and they might think, ooh, what's that? So cover up screens. Ideally, television shouldn't be in the bedroom. That's a big Feng Shui thing, actually. No TV in the bedroom. And actually, if you have mirrors as well, mirrors are not a good thing in the bedroom. If they are there, cover them up. Okay, now another thing, routine. You may not like that word. I don't particularly like the word routine, but these things do help, yeah? And if you're trying to get your child to bed at a certain time and they're not going, getting a routine going really helps. And even if they're fighting against it, and you've got to keep at it, day in, day out, day in, day out. I know it's not so easy, but you have to try. So a routine. So a routine before bedtime could be something like, a bath, a book, and it's bedtime. Something like that. So try and create a little winding down routine before they go to bed. That certainly helps. And I'm going to say it again, as with everything, it's persistence. You have to keep at it so they know that's what they can expect and that's what's going to happen. Now you could use pillow sprays. Lavender is a really good one. Yeah? And there's some gorgeous pillow sprays out. Yeah, I'll put some pictures up and links and stuff like that. I don't personally use them, but some people absolutely love them. Something that I do if I'm having a problem sleeping, and it helps every single time. It's a simple breathing exercise. And I just breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4. And I keep doing it until I fall asleep. And it works every single time without fail. So it's I think I do it a bit slower now in bed. But there we are. You get the idea. So if parents, you're having problems sleeping, try the in for 4 and the out for 4. And you keep doing that whilst you're in bed. It works, I can tell you. That's my personal little tip there. Okay, I'm sure I've got lots of other tips, but as for a quickie day 2, there's plenty there for you to go and apply today. I mean, even if you only do one little tweak, it's one more tweak than you had yesterday. Do you know what I mean? Everything builds upon itself, and all of this stuff. I mean, once you put this program together, the transformation will be fantastic. You wait and see. Okay, if you have any comments or any of your own tips that work for you, please share them. Yeah, please share them down below. And yes, If you want to know more about this program, I mean, I have links below. This is just my little introduction for you, yeah? And if you want to carry on, you don't want to miss anything, subscribe. Yeah? Thank you.